Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? My name is Bulletswear, and of course I'm coming back at you with another Skylanders Swap Force related product unboxing. This time we're going to be taking a look at the Mini Pro EX wired, pay attention, wired controller for Xbox 360. Now, as I said with my unboxing for the Pro Pack Wiimote unboxing, this was actually sent to me from PowerA, so thank you guys. And again, I always like to tell you guys if something is a review copy or not, just so that there's no kind of like, you know, clouding of judgment or anything like that. And I like to be honest with you guys, so I always like to share that kind of info with you guys. Now, as far as some retail stuff on this product, this, just like the Wiimote dual pack, retails for $39.99, which is obviously $20, I believe, lower than the regular Xbox controller. And just like the Mini Pro Pack for the Wii, and Wii U, I should say, where they have the Wiimote and the Nunchuck pack, this is also obviously a little bit more of a miniaturized Xbox controller. And I'm actually going to bring in my Xbox controller to show you the size difference. So that being said, let's take a look at the packaging itself. As you can see up at the top, it says for Xbox 360. There's the name of the product there. It looks like it has an illuminated action and bumper buttons, which I love illumination, so that should be pretty gosh darn cool indeed. We got a big nice logo for Skylanders Swap Force. When we flip it right over, it says control your favorite figures. Indeed, we will do so. Compact design keeps you comfortable during long adventures. Dual rumble, chat headset port, glowing buttons, and a 9.8 foot or 3 meter cable. So that's very good. Should reach comfortably to your system while you're sitting on your couch, etc. So let's get this thing out of package, shall we? Let's take a look at how it's packed up. I'm just gonna slide this right opens. Nice and easy, careful though. Okay, so what do we have here? Wow, whoa, this has got a lot of heft to it. A lot more heft than I had realized, to be quite honest. So you do get a nice little instruction booklet, just like you did with the Wiimote Pro Pack. Of course, we've got a big cable. That's really what I think is bringing all this weight into the controller. And let me just slide that package out of the way, and let's take a look at the controller, shall we? So of course we've got standard cable, nothing too fancy about that to talk about that. Okay, I do like the plastic finish right off the bat, I have to say that. I think that feels good. It doesn't, again, it doesn't feel like cheap plastic, which is good. I have to be honest, these trigger buttons, sorry, let me just focus this up. These trigger buttons are not something I'm gonna enjoy. I really don't think so. It's they don't have any, like as you're pushing, there's no resistance. It feels too weak, and I don't like that. The trigger buttons are actually pretty good. They do have a nice clickety to them. Listen to this. A little clicky music. A video you could put together. The face buttons are very good indeed. Definitely don't feel a lot more different than the typical Xbox buttons, I would have to say that indeed. I do like the way that they actually printed the images of Blast Zone here and Washbuckler, as well as all these different elements, because it almost feels like it's like plated underneath. It's really interesting. Like it doesn't have any texture as if it's printed on, which is very cool. That's kind of neato. I do like that. The D-pad is actually pretty good, which is something that the Xbox is not very well known for, but it's actually a pretty decent D-pad. The sticks are, again, I think just due to my hand size, I think that the sticks are a little bit too small. That being said, I mean, the overall controller is not too small. If you get a nice grip onto it, I think it won't be too bad to actually play with. So I think, again, I will make an update video for you guys after I've actually used these things to really give you an opinion on the product. That's why I'm calling these videos only unboxings for now, and just kind of giving you a little bit of first impressions for the products themselves. But again, so far, I would say, yeah. I mean, again, would I particularly say that I would pick up this controller over a regular Xbox controller? I don't think so, but the main reason for that would be because of my hand size. I feel like it's a little bit too miniaturized for me, but I think for a kid this would be perfect because it is lighter than an Xbox controller, but it is not light to the point where, I mean, an official Xbox controller, to the point where it feels like cheap and it feels like a piece of plastic that is going to break. It still has a nice heft to it, but at the same time I feel like for a kid this would be perfect, especially if you're playing a lot of Skylanders and everything. And you know, sometimes the controller, like, honestly, you just start cramping up and your hands are start hurting. So honestly, I think that this would be a perfect solution for a kid. It has a nice long cable, so that won't be a problem at all, which is fantastic. Now, as far as the actual regular Xbox controller, let me just grab that really quick for just a moment. So I'll be right back. Alrighty guys, so I've got myself a regular Xbox controller. As you can see, here is the size comparison. So it is definitely smaller, obviously, as you could tell. I mean, look at that. There's the size difference. It's also obviously, what is it called? Goodness gracious. It's obviously way thinner as well, so it doesn't have that kind of heft to it. But again, for me personally as a gamer, I like to have my controller to be nice and heavy and everything, but I also try not to have really long gaming sessions. I mean, because honestly, again, my hands do hurt. So maybe this will be a good solution. I'll give it a go and I'll actually test out the product and see if I enjoy it. And I also forgot to point out that there's a button right on the back here that allows you to have your little light up gimmick for the bumpers and the actual Xbox control button. So I'm definitely going to give it a go and a whirl and see if I like the actual controller to use as a controller for gaming, and not just give you an impression based on design and everything, but again, just based on those things. Plastic feels good, it doesn't feel cheap. I do like the images of Blast Zone and Washbuckler. They also have a green version, which actually, as you can see, has Rattle, Shake, and Free Ranger, which I kind of wish Rattle Shake was on this one too, but then again, I really like Washbuckler, so that's pretty gosh darn cool indeed. And I think it's a good choice for the color and everything. The face buttons all feel good. My quick impression is that I don't think I'm going to enjoy these bumpers, but we'll see. Again, I don't want to be too conclusive before actually getting to use the product. That being said, if you guys enjoyed this unboxing, of course, smash that like button, share the video with your family and friends, and favorite the videos as well. I'll catch you guys next time. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you later, alligators.